Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel, and we have a matchup today for the ages. As in Out of the Park Baseball 19, Sandy Koufax and the Dodgers of 1966 will take on Ken Griffey Jr. and the Seattle Mariners of 1997. Sandy Koufax was 27-9 in his last year of Major League Baseball with an ERA 1.73. Once again, an ERA 1.73, striking out 317. In 1997, Ken Griffey Jr. batted .304, 56 home runs, 147 ribbies. The Mariners hit 264 home runs as a team, the most in history. So buckle up, folks. This could get bumpy. The 1966 Dodgers won the National League Pennant with a 95-67 record, but they lost in the World Series to the Baltimore Orioles 4-0. The 1997 Mariners won the American League West with a record of 90-72, but they too lost to the Baltimore Orioles in the division series 3-1. So let's go through the lineups and have the first pitch and enjoy this matchup for the ages. Brought to you by Al Red Sox Fan on Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. Alrighty, leading off for the 66 Dodgers, playing shortstop, Maury Wills. In 1966, he batted .273 with 1 home run and 39 runners knocked in. Batting second, playing left field, Tommy Davis, .313 batting average, 3 homers, 27 ribbies. Batting third, the designated hitter, as we're playing at the Kingdome, Ron Fairley, .288, 14 homers, 61 RBI. Batting fourth, the power-hitting second baseman for the Dodgers, Jim Lefevre, .274, 24 homers, 74 runners knocked in. Batting fifth, playing right field, Lou B. Johnson, .272, 17 homers, 73 ribbies. Batting sixth, the catcher, Johnny Roseboro, .276, 9 homers, 53 RBI. Batting seventh at first base, Wes Parker, .253, 12 round trippers, 51 runners knocked in. Batting eighth, playing center field, Willie Davis, .284, 11 homers, 61 ribbies. And batting ninth at third base, John E. Kennedy, .201, 3 home runs, 24 runners knocked in. On the mound for the Dodgers here at the Kingdome to face the 1997 Seattle Mariners, Sandy Koufax, 27-9, striking out 317, only walking 77 with an ERA below 2, 1.73. They will face off against the 1997 Seattle Mariners, who hit the most home runs by a team in Major League Baseball history, 264. Leading off, playing second base, Joey Cora, 300 batting average, 11 homers, 54 ribbies. Batting second, Alex Rodriguez, A-Rod, 300 batting average, 23 homers, 84 runners knocked in. Batting third, playing center field, the kid, Ken Griffey Jr., 304, 56 home runs, 147 runners knocked in. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Edgar Martinez, 330, 28 homers, 108 runners knocked in. Batting fifth, playing right field, in the words of George Costanza's father on Seinfeld, to George Steinbrenner, why did you trade Jay Buhner? Jay Buhner playing right, 243, 40 homers, 109 runners knocked in. Batting sixth, playing first base, Paul Sorrento, 269, 31 round trippers, 80 RBI. Batting seventh at third base, Russ Davis, 271, 20 home runs, 63 runners knocked in. Batting eighth, left fielder Roberto Kelly, 298, 7 homers, 22 ribbies. And batting ninth, doing the catching, Dan Wilson, 270, 15 home runs, 74 runners knocked in. On the mound to face the lefty Sandy Koufax is the Mariners' own great lefty, Randy Johnson, who was 20 wins, 4 losses, striking out 291, only walking 77, earned run average 2.28. There could be a lot of swings and misses here, folks. I will be managing the 66 Dodgers. The Out of the Park Baseball 19 engine will be managing the 1997 Seattle Mariners. So buckle up and enjoy. We're at the Kingdome, 1997 retro style. So Maury Wills will lead off against Randy Johnson. Johnson on the hill. Johnson, overall quality of pitches, 10 out of 10. Movement, 7 out of 10. Control, 6 out of 10. Absolutely outstanding. It will fluctuate slightly between right-handed and left-handed batters. Behind the plate, Dan Wilson. Wilson, 8 out of 10 arm, 10 out of 10 defense. Russ Davis, average at third, as well as Rodriguez at short. They're both 5 out of 10 defensively. Joey Cora at second base, 4 out of 10, so he's below average. And at first, Paul Sorrento, a very good defensive first baseman, 7 out of 10. Roberto Kelly in left, 5 out of 10 defense, 5 out of 10 arm. Ken Griffey Jr. outstanding in center, 8 out of 10 defense, and a cannon of an arm, 10 out of 10. And in right field, Jay Buhner, another outstanding outfielder, 7 out of 10 defense with an 8 out of 10 arm. And Maury Wills is at the plate. Wills, excellent contact hitter, 8 out of 10 against left-handed pitching. Very little power with an average eye. Average bunter. Johnson throws strikes. Here's the pitch. And we start off this epic confrontation between the 1966 Dodgers and Sandy Koufax and the 1997 Seattle Mariners and Ken Griffey Jr. The windup and the pitch to Maury Wills. Ball game on its way. And Wills grounds it back to Johnson, who throws to Sorrento. He throws high. And that will be an error on Randy Johnson. So they put the speedy Maury Wills on at first. Excellent base stealer and base runner. 9 out of 10 speed, 8 out of 10 stealing ability. Again, Dan Wilson has a tremendous arm behind the plate, 8 out of 10. And here comes Tommy Davis. And Tommy Davis, 10 out of 10 contact. Poor power and eye, 3 out of 10 for both. Not a good bunter. Maury Wills takes his lead. Randy Johnson, the big lefty, up on the mound. We're going to play hit and run. Here's the pitch. There goes Wills, swinging a miss, a throw down, and Wilson guns out Maury Wills. Nice tag. Great throw by Wilson on the failed hit and run. So Joey Cora applies the tag. 1 away. The count now on Tommy Davis is no balls, 2 strikes. Johnson looking for his first K. Picks up the sign from Wilson. The tall lefty deals to Tommy Davis. Full count. And Davis sends a shallow fly ball to right. Buhner comes in, makes the catch, 2 away. So 2 outs. Base is empty for Ron Fairley. Fairley, against left-handed pitching, solid contact hitter, 8 out of 10. Power, 6 out of 10. Eye, 7 out of 10. He's a designated hitter. Lefty-lefty matchup. Wilson wiggles the fingers. The tall one nods his head. Johnson kicks and fires, 2-2 count. And Fairley sends that ball hard down to third. And the inning is over. Nice play by the Mariners' third baseman, Russ Davis. So the error doesn't hurt. Go to the bottom of the first here. And due up to face Sandy Koufax, Cora, Rodriguez, and Griffey. Koufax 8 out of 10 quality of pitches, 7 out of 10 for movement and control overall. Again, might fluctuate slightly for right-handed and left-handed batters. Johnny Roseboro behind the plate, 10 out of 10 catching arm, 10 out of 10 defense, absolutely outstanding. Kennedy's at third, above average, 6 out of 10. Maury Wills, 7 out of 10 at short. Jim Lefebvre, very good at second, 8 out of 10. And Wes Parker's no slouch at first, 7 out of 10. Tommy Davis is in left, 5 out of 10 defense, 9 out of 10 arm. Willie Davis, slightly better, 6 out of 10 defense, 9 out of 10 arm. The same with Lou B. Johnson in right, 6 out of 10 defense, 8 out of 10 arm. All good arms in the outfield. So Joey Cora will lead off. Cora against left-handed pitching, 7 out of 10 contact, 4 out of 10 power, 6 out of 10 eye, below average bunter. Dodgers infield, outfield will play straightaway and normal. Roseboro sets the target. The lefty Sandy Koufax kicks and fires. 0-1 count to Cora. Cora rips a shot down the line into left field. He's digging for 2, and he will make it standing up. So a leadoff double for Joey Cora, as Tommy Davis quickly retrieved it, but it was too late. Cora standing at second. And here comes Alex Rodriguez, very dangerous Alex Rodriguez. Mariners shortstop, 8 out of 10 contact, 7 out of 10 power, 5 out of 10 eye. Right-handed batter. He's a pull hitter. Dodgers infield will shift left, and so will the outfield, as the bench coach for the Dodgers of 1966 does not think that Rodriguez will go the other way. Cora at second, no outs. Chance for A-Rod to put the Mariners up early on Sandy Koufax and the 66 Dodgers. Roseboro flashes the sign. The lefty Koufax nods his head. He deals to Rodriguez. 1-1 count. Rodriguez sends a fly ball the other way. The right fielder on the run, making the catch is Lou B. Johnson. So Rodriguez was late on that fastball, and he flies to Johnson in right. Cora stays put at second, 1 out, and here comes Ken Griffey Jr. Tremendous year in 1997. 56 homers, 147 ribbies, 304 batting average, 8 out of 10 contact, 9 out of 10 power, 5 out of 10 eye, left-handed batter. Dodgers infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Koufax will try to hit the blacks of the plate, inside or out. Roseboro wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch to Griffey Jr. 0-1 count. Griffey swings, and he punches that ball. It's going to drop in. A shallow fly ball to center. Here comes Cora, and he will race around and score. 1-0 Mariners. So Griffey Jr. fights off a tough pitch, and he bloops it into center. Willie Davis couldn't get to it. Cora read the ball well off the bat and easily scored from second base. 1-0 Mariners with 1 out. Griffey is at first. Wes Parker holding him on. Griffey, 6 out of 10 speed, 9 out of 10 stealing ability. And here comes a designated hitter, Edgar Martinez. And Martinez, 10 out of 10 contact versus left-handed pitchers. 8 out of 10 power, 10 out of 10 eye. Tremendous hitter. Koufax takes a peek at Griffey. Koufax throws over. Griffey gets back. Koufax again looks over. Parker holding Griffey on. Dodgers move into double play depth in the infield. Roseboro sets the target. Here's the pitch to Edgar Martinez. 1-2 count. And Martinez rips a shot down the right field line. Griffey hits second base bag and heads for third. Martinez going for 2, and he will get there. So Sandy Koufax being treated quite rudely. Kenny Price is in the chat. How are you? Go to the workshop, Kenny. All you gotta do is go to the workshop. All the ballparks, you load them up. It's quite easy. I've already done a video on it, Kenny. Hope all is well. So Martinez is at second. Ken Griffey at third. And Jay Buhner is at the plate. Power hitting right fielder. 6 out of 10 contact versus lefties. 9 out of 10 power. 10 out of 10 eyes. Sorrento's on deck. Doesn't get any easier for Sandy Koufax and the 66 Dodgers. 1 out. Second and third. Here's the pitch to the pull-hitting power hitter, Jay Buhner. Dodgers will shift left in the infield. Outfield will play straight away and normal. Koufax rocks and fires, full count. Buhner to second, and he will ground out but pick up the RBI. Nice play by Lefevre. Scoring from third is Griffey Jr. 2-0 Mariners. 2 outs. Edgar Martinez, the lone base runner at third, very slow. And here comes Paul Sorrento, Mariners first baseman. 5 out of 10 contact, 7 out of 10 power, 5 out of 10 eye. Left-handed normal batter. Koufax picks up the sign from Roseboro. Here's the pitch to Sorrento. Sorrento swings at the first pitch and he lines a shot to right center field. The Mariners are now up 3-0. Sandy Koufax running into a buzzsaw called the 1997 Seattle Mariners. Wow. And here's Russ Davis, the number 7 batter. Sorrento very slow at first. Parker holding him on. Davis, 8 out of 10 for contact and power, but he will chase. 4 out of 10 for eye. On deck, Roberto Kelly. Koufax rocks and fires to Davis. Swings at the first pitch, and he drives one to left center field. Sorrento heading for third. Here's the relay throw to the cutoff. Sorrento's held up at third, so they are sitting on that fastball. The last pitch was 100 miles per hour, but Russ Davis doubles to the left center field gap. And here's Roberto Kelly. Mariners looking to pour it on. They're up 3-0 on the 66 Dodgers and Sandy Koufax. Not turning out the way Sandy thought it would. Still early though. We can steady the ship here. Get this final out. Kelly, 8 out of 10 contact, 7 out of 10 power, 5 out of 10 eye. Koufax nods his head, the windup and the pitch around. 1-2 count. And Kelly sends a fly ball right center field on the run, but not going to be able to get there. It's Lou B. Johnson. Kelly doubles in 2 more runs. Holy cow, Koufax is being battered from pillar to post. 5-0 Mariners. This Mariners offense is a juggernaut. As you can hear the fans at the Kingdome going crazy. Here comes Dan Wilson as the Mariners prepare to bat around. He's the number 9 batter. As they play charge here, Koufax deals to Wilson. 7 out of 10 contact and power. 5 out of 10 arm. Roseboro sets the target. Here's the pitch to Wilson. Wilson rips a shot to right. Lou B. Johnson on the run. At the track. He's not going to get there. Wilson doubles. And that's the 6th run the Mariners have knocked in off Sandy Koufax. Koufax being bludgeoned here in the first inning. 6-0 Mariners of 1997. Top of the order once again, Joey Cora. Cora is 1 for 1. Koufax rocks and fires to Cora. 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Koufax finally picks up his first K, but it comes 6 runs later as the Mariners bludgeon Koufax in the first. We go to the top of the second. The 1997 Mariners 6, the 66 Dodgers in tremendous trouble, nothing. And they have Randy Johnson on the mound as Mariners fans are just partying hardy here at the Kingdome. Johnson will face Lefevre, Johnson, and Roseboro. Jim Lefevre, Dodgers second baseman, 9s for contact and power. His eye is 5 out of 10. The tall one, Randy Johnson, picks up the sign from Wilson. The big windup and the pitch to Lefevre. 1-2 count. And Lefevre swinging a miss. This could be Randy Johnson's day to shine in the sun, even though no sun comes into the Kingdome, as it's covered. So 1 out. Here's Lou B. Johnson. Johnson trying to get something started. They're down by 6. 8 out of 10 contact, 6 out of 10 power, very poor eye, 3 out of 10. Wilson wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch to Lou B. Johnson. 0-1 count. Johnson swings, grounds hard to A-Rod at short, who throws to Sorrento. 1 down. Nice range by Alex Rodriguez. He quickly got to the ball on the turf. So 2 outs, base is empty. 6-0 lead for the Mariners. Top of the second. Here comes Johnny Roseboro, the catcher. 8 out of 10 contact, 5 out of 10 power. Below average eye, 4 out of 10. Left-handed batter. Randy Johnson nods his head. He kicks and fires to Roseboro. 0-1 count. Roseboro swings. Sends a shallow fly ball to left. Coming in is Roberto Kelly. He makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. And here comes Sandy Koufax, hoping for a much better bottom of the second than he had in the bottom of the first. 6-0 Mariners. Due up for the Mariners, Rodriguez, Griffey, and Martinez. A-Rod's 0 for 1. Right-handed pull hitter. The Dodgers infield will shift left, outfield straightaway and normal. Here's the pitch from Koufax to Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the 1-0 count, grounds to Maury Wills at short, 1 away. Ken Griffey Jr. strides at plate. He's 1 for 1 with a ribby. He doubled off Koufax. Here's the pitch to Griffey Jr. 1-1 count. And Griffey shoots the ball to the left side. Kennedy makes a nice play at third, and he throws out Griffey Jr. So 2 outs, base is empty. So far, so good for Sandy Koufax and the 66 Dodgers. At least in this inning, as they trail 6-0. Edgar Martinez. Martinez is 1 for 1. Dodgers infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Roseboro wiggles the fingers. Koufax acknowledges with a nod of the head. The windup and the pitch to Edgar Martinez. He swings at the first pitch, and he lines to short. Wills makes the catch, side retire. Now the Dodgers have to get their bats going, and Randy Johnson wants to keep them dormant. Due up for the Dodgers, Parker, Davis, and Kennedy. Wes Parker, 8 out of 10 contact, 5 out of 10 power, 6 out of 10 eye. The tall lefty, Johnson, gets the sign from Wilson. Here's the pitch to Parker. Parker swings at the first pitch, grounds hard to second for out number 1. Nice play by Joey Cora. Mariner fans are loving it here. Here comes Willie Davis, center fielder, 8 out of 10 contact, 4 out of 10 power, 2 out of 10 eye. A left-handed batter. He's a pull hitter. Mariners don't shift at all. Infield, outfield, straightaway, and normal. Johnson ready to work. Here's the pitch to Davis. 0-2 count. Davis sends that ball out to center. Griffey moves a little bit to his right and makes the catch, 2 away. And here comes John E. Kennedy. 2 outs, top of the third. 6-0 Mariners here at the Kingdome, 1997 retro style. And Kennedy will be most likely overmatched. 5 out of 10 contact, 3 out of 10 for power and eye. Chokes up on the bat a bit. Here's the pitch from Randy Johnson, 0-2 count. Strike 3 looking. Johnson's off-speed pitch, 85 miles an hour after setting him up with 2 fastballs. And that's Randy Johnson, second strikeout. We go to the bottom of the third, 6-0 Mariners. Due up for the 1997 Seattle Mariners. Jay Buhner, Paul Sorrento, and Russ Davis. Buhner is 0 for 1. He grounded out, but did pick up an RBI. Right-handed power hitter. He's a pull hitter. In the infield, they will shift left. The outfield straightaway and normal. Koufax is ready. He deals to Jay Buhner. 1-2 count. Buhner. Ball goes out. Shallow left center. Coming on is Willie Davis. Makes the catch. 1 down. Paul Sorrento, the first baseman, steps to plate. He's 1 for 1 with a ribby. Left-handed normal hitter. Dodgers play straight away in the infield and outfield. Roseboro flashes the signs. Koufax kicks and deals to Sorrento. 2-2 count. And Sorrento, big swing and a miss. And that's Sandy Koufax's second strikeout in 2 2/3. So 2 outs, base is empty. And here's Russ Davis. Davis 1 for 1. Right-handed pull hitter. Dodgers shift left in the infield. Outfield straightaway and normal. Koufax takes a breath. Arms down to his chest. The windup and the pitch to Russ Davis. Davis swings at the first pitch. And he drives it past the third baseman Kenny down the left field line. He's digging for 2. Here's the throw. Not in time. He beats the throw from Tommy Davis. And Russ Davis is standing at second with 2 outs. And here comes Roberto Kelly. Kelly 1 for 1 with 2 ribbies. Right-handed normal hitter. Dan Wilson, the catcher, on deck. Mariners looking to tack on a 7th run here with 2 outs. Davis at second. Below average speed, 4 out of 10. Stealing ability, 7 out of 10. Here's the pitch to Roberto Kelly. 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Mariners strand Russ Davis at second. We go to the top of the 4th. 6-0 Mariners as they jumped all over Sandy Koufax in the bottom of the 1st. Top of the order to face Randy Johnson for the Dodgers. Wills, Davis, and Fairley. Maury Wills 0 for 1. He reached on an error but was thrown out trying to steal second after the failed hit and run by Tommy Davis. Here's the pitch from Randy Johnson. 0-2 count on Wills. Wills grounds to second, and Cora will throw him out. 1 down. Here's Tommy Davis. He's 0 for 1. Right-handed normal hitter. Dan Wilson sets the target. Here's the pitch to Davis from Johnson. And Davis rips a shot, but that's going to hang up there. Griffey moves to right center field, makes the catch, 2 down. Sounded a lot better off that bat. So 2 outs, base is empty, and it's Ron Fairley. Fairley, the designated hitter. He's 0 for 1. Left-handed spray hitter. Can he break through for the Dodgers and pick up their first hit? Top of the 4th, 2 outs, 6-0 Mariners. Here's the pitch to Fairley. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss! Randy Johnson picks up K number 3. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 6-0 Mariners, 1997 style. 2 up for the 97 Mariners. Wilson in the top of the order. Cora and Rodriguez. Dan Wilson, the catcher's 1 for 1 with a ribby as they batted around against Koufax in the bottom of the 1st. Koufax hoping to hit the blacks of the plate here. Inside or out. Roseboro sets the target. Here's the pitch to Wilson. 0-1 count. Wilson swings, and he sends that ball high to right center field. On the run, making the catch is Lou B. Johnson as he called off Willie Davis, 1 away. Joey Cora in the top of the order. Cora's 1 for 2. Koufax kicks and fires to Cora. 0-1 count. Cora swings, sends that ball down the right field line deep. Johnson looks up, and it's gone! Little Joey Cora goes the opposite way, and he homers. 7-0 Mariners. Holy cow! Cora had 11 home runs in 1997, and he just went the opposite way. The hanging curveball cost Koufax. Let's watch that over. Koufax being bludgeoned here at the Kingdome. As Koufax sits on the curveball and just waits on it, and he takes it down the right field line for a 340-foot homer. And it's 7-0, the 1997 Mariners. And here comes A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez. He is 0 for 2. 1 out, no one on. 7-0 Mariners. Here's the pitch to Rodriguez. Mariners infield will shift left. Outfield straightaway and normal. Koufax fires. 2-2 count. And Rodriguez sends it down the left field line. He's going to dig for 2. And he'll get there standing. As the Dodgers get some bullpen action, we can see Koufax KO'd here early. As Tommy Davis retrieved the ball in the left field corner. and threw it back in. And here comes Ken Griffey Jr. He is 1 for 2 off Sandy Koufax with a ribby. Here's the pitch around to Griffey. Full count. And Griffey grounds weakly to Kennedy at third, who throws to first. Good stretch by Parker, and they just get him. So a good job by Koufax jamming Griffey Jr. 2 outs. 7-0 Mariners here in the bottom of the 4th. Rodriguez stands at second. Here comes Edgar Martinez. He's 1 for 2. On deck, Jay Buhner. Koufax kicks and fires to Edgar Martinez. 2-1 count. Martinez sends that ball deep down the left field line and gone! 9-0 Mariners, and that could be it for Sandy Koufax. Holy cow! Mr. Lefty's getting Mr. Crushed. Second home run he's given up this inning. The first by the second baseman, Joey Cora. And now Edgar Martinez just crushed that ball to left, destroying the Koufax fastball. Here's the replay. Boom goes the ball. And there goes Edgar Martinez touching all the bases. 9-0 Mariners. And the Dodgers are being bludgeoned by the 97 Seattle Mariners, getting up in the pen. Seeing it's only a 1-game special exhibition, Don Drysdale will get up in the pen. So Drysdale's getting up in the pen. He was 13-16 with a 3.42 earned run average, striking out 177 from the right-handed side. Let's get a lefty up. Another very good starter for the Dodgers, and that was a down year for Drysdale, definitely. Claude Osteen, the lefty, another starter, and he went 17-14 with a 285 earned run average, striking out 137. So the Dodgers and Sandy Koufax are being annihilated here by the 97 Mariners at the Kingdom. And here's Jay Buhner, 2 outs, bases empty. Koufax deals to Buhner. Doesn't seem it matters at all what Sandy throws. Dodgers infield will shift left, outfield straightaway and normal. Here's the pitch to Jay Buhner, full count. Buhner grounds into the shift. Lefevre has it behind the second base bag, throws him out. But Seattle gets 3 more runs on 2 homers. Joey Cora and Edgar Martinez. We go to the top of the 5th. 9-0 Mariners. Drysdale and Osteen are ready. And we're just going to... I think that's going to be it for Sandy Koufax. And let's just look to see who's coming up. Lefty, righty, righty, righty. We're going to go with Don Drysdale, so let's just insert Drysdale into the lineup. As if there's a DH, so there's no need for a double switch. Sandy Koufax day is done, and it was ugly. And we'll give you those numbers in a second. So Don Drysdale will come in and try to right the ship. Osteen will sit down, the lefty. Let's go to the box score. And it was ugly for Sandy Koufax. 4 innings, 11 hits, 9 runs, all of them earned, no walks, struck out 3, gave up 2 home runs. The homers by Joey Cora and Edgar Martinez. Through 77 pitches, was bludgeoned into submission. Drysdale will enter the game in the bottom of the 5th. Due up to face Randy Johnson. Lefevre, Johnson, and Roseboro. Jim Lefevre 0 for 1. The tall one, Randy Johnson, kicks and fires to Lefevre. 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Johnson blows the fastball right by him. Strikeout number 4 for the tall one with the long hair. And here comes Lou B. Johnson. He's 0 for 1. Right-handed pull hitter. Mariners infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Wilson sets the target. Here's the pitch to Lou B. Johnson. 1-0 count. Johnson grounds hard to Rodriguez, who makes a nice backhanded play, throws to Sorrento at first, 2 down. Johnson made a bid for a hit there. Good reaction by Rodriguez as the ball goes very quick on this turf here at the Kingdome. And here comes Johnny Roseboro. Dodger catcher, he's 0 for 1. Left-handed pull hitter. Chokes up on the bat just a bit. Trying to get around a little quicker on the Randy Johnson fastball. Johnson picks up the sign from Wilson. Here's the pitch to Roseboro. Full count. And swinging a miss, strike 3. Choking up or not, Roseboro goes down via the K. And that's strikeout number 5 for the tall lefty, Randy Johnson. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 9-0 Mariners of 1997 over the 66 Dodgers. And here comes Don Drysdale taking over for Sandy Koufax, who was KO'd after 4. Drysdale, 13 wins, 16 losses, striking out 177 with an ERA of 3.42. He walked 45. Drysdale will not be afraid to put a ball in the back of one of these Mariners. Here's Paul Sorrento, 1 for 2 with a ribby, left-handed normal hitter. Drysdale kicks and fires to Sorrento. Sorrento swings at the first pitch, and Sorrento chucks all over that pitch, and it is gone! Paul Sorrento destroys that fastball, and it's 10-0. Holy cow, I wouldn't want to be Russ Davis, the next batter, that's for sure. It has been home run derby the past 2 innings here at the Kingdome for the Mariners. Remember, they hit 264 homers, the most in Major League Baseball history by a team. And let's watch that Sorrento blast. As Drysdale tries to blow the fastball by him, and all Sorrento did was send it to the moon. Boom goes the ball. Sorrento touches them all like a big, beautiful pizza pie. That is amore. And it's 10-0, 97 Mariners. And here comes Russ Davis. Let's see if Drysdale will plant one in his back. Davis is 2 for 2. Right-handed pull hitter. Drysdale kicks and fires. 0-1-2 count. Ground ball to short. Wills throws to first. 1 away. Drysdale able to control his emotion. Does not plant one in the back of Davis. And the fans are having a good old time at the Kingdome, up 10-0. Watching their ace on the mound, Randy Johnson, just obliterate the Dodger lineup. And here's Roberto Kelly, the left fielder's 1 for 2 with 2 ribbies. Drysdale works quickly to Kelly. 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And now bring up the number 9 batter, the catcher, Dan Wilson. He's 1 for 2 with a ribby. Right-handed normal batter. Drysdale picks up the sign from Johnny Roseboro. Here's the pitch. Full count to Wilson. Wilson grounds to Kennedy at third. Good range by Kennedy. Throws him outside, retired. But the Dodgers pitching give up another gopher ball on the bomb to Sorrento off of Drysdale. It's now 10-0. We go to the top of the 6th, folks. Randy Johnson's on the hill, and he's doing something special right now. He will face Wes Parker, Willie Davis, and John E. Kennedy. Wes Parker's 0 for 1. Parker awaits the Johnson offering. Here's the pitch, homeward bound, 2-2 count. Parker! There goes the no-hitter. Parker goes the other way. On the fastball, no, on the curve, excuse me. And the no-hitter is broken up. So Parker is the first base runner who gets a hit, first batter to get a hit. Wills reached on the Johnson error on the first at-bat. So Wes Parker's at first, Sorrento playing behind him with a 10-0 lead. Here comes Willie Davis. Davis is 0 for 1. Parker not very fast. Johnson kicks and fires to Willie Davis. Davis swings at the first pitch. Grounds it up the middle. What a diving stop by A-Rod, but there's no play anywhere. And the Dodgers pick up 2 hits in a row on the infield hit. And they might have something going here. Here comes John E. Kennedy. Kennedy, not a really good stick. Maury Wills is on deck. Dodgers down 10-0. And he's going to try to put these runners in scoring position. Attempted sacrifice bunt. And that is, he misses the bunt. It's a 1-1 count now. Kennedy looks down to the third base coach. They're going to give him the grip and rip sign. Chokes up a bit. Parker at second. Willie Davis, excellent speed at first. Here's the pitch. Corners in for the Mariners. 1-2 count. Swing and a miss by Kennedy. Totally overpowered by Randy Johnson. That's strikeout number 6 for Randy Johnson. 1 out, 2 on. Here comes Maury Wills. He reached on an error by Randy Johnson in the first. He's 0 for 2. 1 out, 2 on. Here's the pitch to Maury Wills. 1-2 count. And he goes down looking. Strikeout number 7 for Randy Johnson. He's having a field day here with the Dodger lineup. So 2 outs, 2 on. Parker's at second. Davis at first. They'll be off on contact. And Tommy Davis is at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Mariners infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Why not? Randy Johnson's on the mound. Wilson wiggles the finger, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Tommy Davis. Runners will be off on contact. 1-1 count. Davis sends one out. Left center field. Kelly on the run. Calls off Griffey. Makes the catch. Side retired. The Dodgers do put a couple of runners on, but nothing more than that. We go to the bottom of the 6th. An absolute whitewash so far for the 97 Mariners. 10-0 over the 66 Dodgers. Koufax was knocked out after 4. And Don Drysdale's on the mound. First batter he faced, Sorrento homered off of him. 2 up. And the pinch hitter has come in for Joey Cora is Rich Amaral. Very interesting. Amaral batted .284 with a homer and 21 ribbies in 1997. 5 out of 10 contact, 2 out of 10 power, 4 out of 10 eye for the right-handed spray hitter. Drysdale kicks and fires to Amaral. Amaral swings at the first pitch, grounds to the right side. Nice play by the second baseman, Lefebvre. Again, this ball moves very quick on the turf, 1 away. And here's another pinch hitter. It looked like the Mariners are going to clear their bench in this whitewash as they're up 10-0. Bottom of the 6th. Brent Gates will come in, and he's replacing Alex Rodriguez. Brent Gates, .238, 3 homers, 20 ribbies, 4 out of 10 for contact and power, 5 out of 10 for eye off right-handed pitching. He's a left-handed spray hitter. Roseboro set the target. Here's the pitch from Drysdale to Gates. 1-2 count. He went too far. Strike 3. So 2 up, 2 down. And here's yet another pinch hitter as Ken Griffey Jr.'s day is done. Mariners clearing the bench. Let everyone play, I guess. And it's Rob Ducey. .287. 5 home runs, 10 ribbies. Left-handed pull hitter. Dodgers will shift right in the infield. Actually hard right. Outfield straightaway and normal. Here's the pitch to Rob Ducey from Drysdale. He swings at the first pitch. Sends that deep to center field. On the run is Willie Davis. At the track. Reaches up and he makes the catch. What a running catch by Willie Davis as Ducey made his bid for extra bases. We go to the top of the 7th, 10-0 Mariners. Randy Johnson back out on the hill. Johnson has gone 6 innings. He's only given up 2 hits, and they both came in the last inning. No walks, 7 Ks. Johnson will face Fairley, Lefebvre, and Lou B. Johnson. Here's the pitch to Ron Fairley, who is 0 for 2. 3-1 count, and Fairley works a walk. Dodgers have another base runner on. Only the 4th of the ball game for them. And here's Jim Lefebvre. Lefebvre's 0 for 2. He's got to be sitting dead red. Sorrento playing behind the slow Fairley with a 10-0 lead. Wilson wiggles the finger, sets the target. The windup and the pitch for the tall lefty Randy Johnson. 1-1 count. And that ball's punched to right field. Coming in and making the catch is Buhner. As Lefebvre bid to go the other way. 1 out, 1 on, Lou B. Johnson. Dodger right fielder steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Mariners Now have Brent Gates at short, who's not very good, 1 out of 10. Amaril's at second, 5 out of 10. And Ducey's in center for Ken Griffey Jr., 2 out of 10 defense, 8 out of 10 arm. Here's the pitch to Lou B. Johnson from Randy Johnson, 1 out, 1 on. 1-2 count. And ground ball to short, over to second, on to first! Not in time. Johnson really hauling it down the line, beats out the double play ball. At least the Dodgers still playing hard. And that went Gates to Amaral to Sorrento, except Johnson beats it out. So 2 outs, Johnson's at first. Again, Sorrento playing behind him with a 10-0 lead. Johnson, fairly good base runner. And here's Johnny Roseborough, left-handed batting catcher. He's 0 for 2. Johnson nods his head. The tall one deals to Roseborough. 1-1 count. Roseborough sends that ball deep! Left center field! And that is gone! The Dodgers are finally on the board on the Johnny Roseborough crush shot. That went 441. It's now 10-2. Wow! As he deposited that 95-mile-per-hour fastball into the Kingdom crowd. Some lucky fan has a souvenir. No one throws the ball back. Let's watch that Roseborough home run. That's been the only offense so far for the 66 Dodgers. As he crushed this fastball, boom goes Johnny Roseborough. That goes out to right center. It's a 10-2 ball game. And here comes Wes Parker. Parker's 1 for 2, excuse me. He got the first hit of the game for the Dodgers. He awaits the Johnson offering. Here's the pitch, homeward bound, 0-2 count. Swing and a miss! Johnson comes back with a vengeance. He picks up his 8th K, but he does give up the 2-run homer to Roseborough. It's now 10-2. They play Take Me Out to the ball game. Edgar Martinez, followed by Jay Buhner and Paul Sorrento. Martinez, 2 for 3, a home run and 2 ribbies. Don Drysdale on the hill. He'll deal to Martinez. Martinez grounds to short. Wills throws to first, 1 down. Here comes Jay Buhner. He's 0 for 3 with a ribby. He'd like to join the home run club. Dodgers infield shifts left. Outfield straightaway and normal. Drysdale picks up the sign from Roseborough, who hit the 2-run homer in the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch to Jay Buhner. 0-2 count. Swing and a miss by Buhner. 2 up, 2 down, and that's Don Drysdale's 3rd K. And here comes Mike Blowers, and he's going to pinch hit. So Blowers batted .293 in 97, 5 homers, 20 ribbies, 5 out of 10 for contact and power, 6 out of 10 high. Off right-handed pitching. Blowers, a native of Germany. He's a right-handed spray hitter. Drysdale looking for a 1-2-3 inning. He kicks and deals to Blowers. 1-2 count. Blowers goes the other way. He goes deep. And looking up in right field is Lou B. Johnson. Another home run for the Mariners. And it's 11-2. Holy cow. As Blowers, the German, just blitzkrieged Don Drysdale. And that's a 2nd home run Drysdale's given up. And here comes Russ Davis. Wow, let's look at that Blowers homer. The 66 Dodgers pitching staff has not fared well in this exhibition game. 1 game for all the marbles, we'll call it. All the marbles will be going to the Mariners, it seems like. Unless a biblical comeback. And here's the replay as Blowers goes boom right down the right field line. 343 feet. The Kingdom fans are rocking and rolling once again. And here's Russ Davis. And here's the ball in his back. Boom! And the boos come up. And here's Roberto Kelly. Davis at first, 2 outs. Parker playing behind him. Here's the pitch to Kelly, 2-2 count. Oh, wow! Curveball got away from Drysdale. Another batter hit. That definitely was not intentional. So 2 outs, 2 on for Dan Wilson, and now the Dodgers will get up another pitcher as Drysdale seems heated on the mound. We did not call for that hit batter from the bench. Phil Regan will get up. He's the righty, the closer. And Ron Peronowski, the lefty, will get up. And here's Dan Wilson. Drysdale's hit 2 batters in a row. One called for from the bench. The other one just Drysdale did it on his own. He did do it with a curveball, but I don't think that was intentional. 2 outs, 2 on. 11-2 Mariners. Here's the pitch to Dan Wilson. 1-0 count. Wilson swings, grounds to Kennedy at third, who throws a short way to second, forcing the runner side retired. But another home run given up by Dodgers pitching. Blowers goes boom. He's now in at first. Russ Davis, only the original starter, still in at third. So we have Russ Davis, a 5 out of 10 at third. Gates at short, 1 out of 10. Amaral, 5 out of 10 at second. And Blowers comes in for Sorrento, 5 out of 10 at first. In the outfield, Kelly's still in left. Rob Ducey came in for Griffey Jr. a few innings back, 2 out of 10. Defense, 8 out of 10 hour. And Jay Buhner still in right. Randy Johnson still on the hill. Johnson has gone 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs off the 2-run blast by the Dodger catcher Johnny Roseboro in the top of the 7th. He's walked 1, struck out 8. Here comes Willie Davis. Davis is 1 for 2. Here's the pitch from Johnson. 1-2 count on Davis. Davis grounds up the middle, picked up by Amaral. He throws to first, 1 down, as that was a slow roller on the turf. Here comes Johnny Kennedy. Kennedy's 0 for 2, and I think we're going to call Mr. Kennedy back. And we're going to go with Al Ferreira. Al Ferreira coming to pinch hit. Al Ferreira in 1966. 270 batting average, 5 home runs, 23 ribbies. He loved to run into a Randy Johnson fastball and send it out of the Kingdome. Right-handed normal hitter. He awaits the Johnson offering. Here's the pitch to Al Ferreira. 1-2 count. Oh, and Johnson plunks him. And the fans are loving it here at the Kingdom. That could be retaliation as Johnson protects his players. Good job for Randy Johnson, the Kingdom fans are saying here. And here's Maury Wills. Ferreira very slow at first. Blowers playing behind him. Johnson deals to Wills. 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. So Johnson plunks Ferreira, then strikes out Maury Wills, and that's strikeout number 9 for Randy. And here's Tommy Davis. Davis is 0 for 3. Ferreira be off on contact. Wilson wiggles the finger, sets the target. Here's the pitch to TD, Tommy Davis. Davis swings at the first pitch, takes the inside pitch up the middle and through. So Davis turns on that inside heat, and he fights it off as it bounds up the middle on the turf into center field. So 1 out, 2 on, 11-2 lead for the Mariners. Here comes Ron Fairley. If he goes yard, might make it a little interesting. Fairley's 0 for 2. Johnson, he's ready to work. Here's the pitch. 1-1 count on Fairley. Ball gets away. Runners advance, second and third. It's now a 2-1 count. Fairley digs in that left-hander's batter's box. Chokes him up just a bit. Wilson sets the target. The tall one kicks and fires. 2-2 count. And that's a ground ball back to Randy Johnson. And this time he doesn't throw the ball away like he did in the first. Side retired. Dodgers threaten but do not score. We'll have to put a new third baseman in. And it will be... let's just see. Gilliam's a 4. I think Schofield's also a 4. I don't think he had... which I saw his defensive ratings a 4. And he's a 4. Let's go with Jim Gilliam. What the heck. So Jim Gilliam comes in. Ferreira's day is done. He will have a nice little welt on his back where Johnson hit him with the pitch. And Gilliam comes in to play third here in the bottom of the 8th. We got righty, switchy, lefty. And we're going to go with Phil Regan will come in for Don Drysdale. His day is done. Paranowski will sit down. Don Drysdale went 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned. No walks, struck out 3, gave up 2 home runs to Sorrento. And who was his home runs? Let's just quickly check. Sorrento and Blowers. The Mariners have hit 4 home runs. The homers are from Sorrento in the 5th off Drysdale. Martinez in the 4th off Koufax, Cora in the 4th off Koufax, and Blowers in the 7th off Drysdale. Again, the Mariners hit 264 home runs in 1997. And Phil Regan comes in the game, the Dodger closer here in the bottom of the 8th. 11-2 lead for the Mariners. He will face Amaral, Gates, and Ducey, all players who came off the bench, replacing the starters. Phil Regan in 1966, 14-1 with 21 saves, 1.62 earned run average, striking out 88, walking 24. Quality of pitches 6 out of 10, movement 8 out of 10, control 9 out of 10. It will fluctuate between righties and lefties slightly. Here's Rich Amaral, 0 for 1, right-handed spray hitter. Regan deals to Amaral. 0-1 count, Amaral swings, grounds it weakly back to Regan, who throws the park grab first, 1 down. Brent Gates steps to the plate. He replaced Alex Rodriguez at short. Left-hander, batter, spray hitter. Regan works kick quickly to Gates. 1-2 count. Swing and a miss! Got him with the off-speed pitch. And here comes Rob Ducey, left-handed batter, playing center field. He replaced Ken Griffey Jr. And he's 0 for 1. Roseboro sets the target. Here's the pitch to Ducey, 0-2 count. And he gets him on the curve! So Regan, 1-2-3. And now the Dodgers come up in the top of the 9th, trailing by 9, 11-2. Randy Johnson looking to go the distance and get the victory. And a tremendous win it will be for the 97 Mariners, bludgeoning a tremendous pitching staff, the 66 Dodgers. And Randy Johnson will have a victory over Sandy Koufax. Johnson, 8 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, coming from the 2-run homer by Johnny Roseboro, the Dodger catcher, in the top of the 7th. Walked 1, struck out 9. He'd like to get 1 more K to make it an even 10. Will face Lefevre, Lou B. Johnson, and the man who homered off him, Johnny Roseboro. Here's the pitch to Jim Lefevre. 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, and just as I said it there, strikeout number 10. Mariners throw the ball around the infield. As good movement on that fastball. Let's see if Johnson can strike out the side and end the game in style. He'll face Lou B. Johnson. Dodger right fielder's 0 for 3. Randy Johnson. Grim determination on his face. Here's the pitch to Lou B. Johnson. 2-0 count. Lou B. swings and sends that ball to center field. Lou gets his first hit, 1 for 4. And here comes Johnny Roseboro. He'd love to go yard again. Get one last shot at the tall one. Randy Johnson. Blowers now in at first. Playing behind Lou B. Johnson. Johnson with good speed. Here's the pitch of Johnny Roseboro. 1-0 count. Roseboro swings. Grounds to second. Amaral. Double play. Ball game over. As Amaral fielded the ball. Throws it to Gates at short. Coming across the bag. Throws to Blowers. Double play. Ball game is over. The 1997 Dodgers, I guess, beat the adage that good pitching beats good hitting, as they had 264 home runs in 1997, bludgeoned the Dodgers pitching staff, which the starter, Sandy Koufax, was annihilated. He only went 4 innings. So the old adage, good pitching beats good hitting, did not hold up as the 1997 Mariners defeat the 1966 Dodgers quite handily here at the Kingdome, 11-2. Randy Johnson goes the distance, striking out 10 and picking up the victory over Sandy Koufax. Let's go to the box score and we'll call this stream. Player of the game, Randy Johnson. Johnson went the distance, 9 innings, gave up 5 hits. He had a no-hitter going midway through the game. 2 runs, both of them coming on the 2-run homer by Johnny Roseboro. Walked 1, struck out 10. He threw 116 pitches with total dominance, Randy Johnson. Sandy Koufax got bludgeoned from pillar to post and KO'd in the 4th. 4 innings, 11 hits, 9 runs, all of them earned. No walks, 3 strikeouts. He gave up 2 home runs. And the first one was off Cora. Joey Cora, homer, went the other way to right. And then, in the same inning, Edgar Martinez hit a home run. Don Drysdale came in, pitched 3 innings. 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned. No walks, 3 Ks. He gave up 2 homers, as Paul Sorrento greeted him in the bottom of the 5th with a home run, first batter that Drysdale faced. And then, in the 7th, the German native, Blowers, hit a homer, Mike Blowers. And then Regan, the closer, came in, and he had a nice clean inning in the bottom of the 8th. No hits, no runs, no walks, 2 Ks. Mariners basically unloaded their bench midway through the game with a huge lead. There were only 5 hits by the Dodgers. Let's just give you the hits. Davis had a hit. Johnson had a hit. Scored a run ahead of the Roseboro hit, which was a 2-run homer. Parker had a hit. And Willie Davis had a hit. Those were the hits. Striking out, Maury Wills twice. Fairley once. Lefever's the hat trick. He went down 3 times for the count. Roseboro once. Parker once. And Kennedy twice. He was pinch hit for by Al Ferreira, who was promptly hit in the back after John Drysdale hit 2 Mariners. And Gilliam came in to play third. All right. Going to have to get the abacus out for the Mariners scorecard. Joey Cora was 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, a ribby, a strikeout, and a home run. Amaral came in. He was 0 for 2, played second. Rodriguez was 1 for 3 with a run scored. Gates came in to play short. He was 0 for 2. He struck out twice. Griffey Jr., was 1 for 3 with a run scored and a ribby. He came out of the game with a huge lead. And Ducey came in to play center. He was 0 for 2. He struck out once. Edgar Martinez, the DH, was 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, 2 ribbies. He had a homer. Buhner was 0 for 4. He had an RBI on a ground out. Sorrento, 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs, struck out once. He had a homer. Blowers came in to pinch hit. He homered, stayed in to play first. So the first baseman for the Mariners went 3 for 4, 3 runs scored, and 3 ribbies and 2 homers. Russ Davis, 2 for 3 with a run scored. Roberto Kelly, 1 for 3, a run scored, 2 ribbies. He struck out twice. And Dan Wilson, the catcher, 1 for 4 with an RBI. So in total, the Mariners, 37 at-bats, 11 runs, 13 hits, 11 RBIs, no walks. They struck out 8 times. And they hit 4 home runs. Once again, the home runs off the Dodger pitching staff. Cora got the first off Koufax in the 4th. Then later in the 4th, Martinez got the second home run off Dodgers pitching and Sandy Koufax. And then in the 5th, Paul Sorrento homered off Drysdale, first batter that Drysdale faced. That's number 3. Then Blowers pinch hitting for Sorrento in the 7th, homered. So there's your 4 home runs. A complete bludgeoning by the 1997 Mariners over the 66 Dodgers, 11-2. I did not expect that. So good hitting, good pitching did not beat good hitting. It was the other way around in this one-game winner-take-all. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye. God bless. Watch out for the curveball in the dirt. Or in the case of Don Drysdale's in the mound, the ball in the bat. Health and happiness. Peace!